What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Casper's Kicks once again. Appreciate y'all for stopping in and checking out the channel. So today we actually had a couple things dropping. One, we had exclusive access on the Air Jordan 1 Stage Haze, and then two, we had the Air Force 1 Off-White mid drop as well. Did I hit on anything today? No, I did not. I didn't get exclusive access. Y'all know I don't get exclusive access, and I tried to get the Off-White Air Forces in my size, and I will tell y'all the stock numbers in just a little bit so you can understand why. One, I didn't get, and then two, why I didn't get them in my size. But like I said, that is what went on today. So basically, it's going to be a drop recap over the Off-White and Air Force 1 mid, the white pair, and the black pair. And just kind of discussing resale price. I've had a lot of people ask me about resale price, and then just discussing the drop in general, stock numbers, and then so forth and so on. So hopefully y'all enjoy this video, but let's go ahead and jump into it. Alright, so like I said, today was the drop for the Off-White and Air Force 1 mid, and I had no luck getting any pairs in my size. Now, I woke up this morning, or I think I woke up about 8 a.m. Central Time, and I checked my phone, and came to find out that Off-White had actually dropped pairs, I believe at 3:30 a.m. my time, which is Central Time, and basically all of the bigger sizes end up selling out. Now, when I think like 8:30ish my time, I had ended up getting on the Off-White website and just taking a look, and they still had pairs sitting on the website. So for the black pair, they had size 4 through 9.5 still on the Off-White website. And then for the white pair, they had size 3.5 to 7.5 still on the website. And I was like 5-6 hours after they had already released on the Off-White website. So I was a little surprised. Well, no, I'm not going to lie. I was not surprised that they were still sitting on the Off-White website, especially the smaller sizes. The bigger sizes, of course, are where the money is right now if you're reselling. That's how it's been with a lot of the shoes recently, where the bigger sizes have been the more profitable sizes. So, like I said, I was not surprised the smaller sizes were still sitting on the Off-White website. Now, why do I think they're still sitting on the Off-White website? It's a weird shoe. It's a unique shoe, and not everybody is going to like the shoe. And then you start getting into smaller sizes, and not everybody can wear the shoe. So that is why they were still, in my opinion, they were still sitting on the Off-White website this morning when I woke up hours after they had originally dropped on the website. Now, like I said, I had checked on there. I was going to try and see if I could potentially get my size so I could try them on, see how they feel, but they didn't have any of the bigger sizes on there, and me being 11.5, it is what it is. Now, so I was like, okay, I'm going to just try on sneakers. I'll try for the white and black pair. If I were to get a pair, I would prefer the white pair because I do like that one better, but I was like, I'll take either one just to try and get it on feet and see how they feel. So, jumping to sneakers at 9 a.m. Central Time, I actually had got the stock number, or saw the stock numbers a little bit before, so I will put those on the screen right now. And for the black pair, they had a total of 7,796 pairs. And if you look down at my size at that 11.5, they had 0 11.5s today. So I was already like, okay, well, the black pair is not going to work in my favor trying to get that pair in my size. So I just decided to go for a size 12, which had 204 pairs, which is not a lot by any means necessary, but it looks like for the pair that had, or the size that had the most, was a size 9, and they had 1,228 size 9. So hopefully, if you're a size 9 and you were interested in these, hope you were able to hit. Now, moving to the white pair. The white pair had a total of 5,872 pairs, so a little bit less than the black pair. But for the white pair, they did have 8 11.5s. So at that point, I just made a business decision. I was like, I'm not going for 11.5 at all today because I know I'm not going to hit 11.5. So I just went for size 12 for both the black pair and the white pair. And the white pair had 112 size 12. So they were low for size 12 for both of them. But I still wanted to try just to see if I could potentially get something that I could fit in my size. But as for the same as the black pair, the white pair also had the most pairs for that size. And they had 1,076 for the size 9. So those were the numbers on sneakers today. They weren't a draw, so it was just one of the regular drops where you just go in and within the first couple minutes you find out if you were able to get a pair, and then of course if you don't, you can go back in and potentially get another size. So I entered, got L's, and I was like, yeah, I'm not entering for these anymore. So I just left it alone. I didn't even try again to get pairs on sneakers this morning. Now, they did release at a couple overseas stores. I know In Clothing had them. I looked on there. The biggest was a UK 10.5. And there were a couple other places that had them, and I checked their sites, but no luck. So it doesn't look like I'll be getting any pairs, and I don't plan on paying resale for these, even though the resale is low right now. I just don't see a need to pay resale for this shoe for a personal pair for me right now, when we have other stuff coming out at different points in the future that I'm going to want for myself. So that was that. Now, continuing on to the day, I wasn't expecting it, but I got word that there was going to be a sneakers pass today, and it turns out it was actually for the off-white pairs. Now, we did get a sneaker pass on both the white pair and the black pair, but unfortunately, the sneaker pass was only in one location, which was Chicago, so that didn't help anything or anybody not in the Chicago area who wanted pairs. I think they just built a Nike store in Houston a couple weeks ago. I think we've had like maybe 1 or 2 sneakers passes there since they've opened it. But yeah, there was only sneaker pass in Chicago for both pairs. So if you're in Chicago, let me know if you're able to cop either colorway of the off-whites or you just had no luck. I'd be very curious to see how many pairs they actually had in Chicago. I feel like they could have had a good amount, but at the same time, I feel like it could have been very limited with what was actually there. So that was the other thing that happened today. So overall, that was the drop this morning, or just kind of throughout the day with pairs releasing. So we had the Off-White website, we had Sneaker Pass today in Chicago, and then a couple other overseas sites that actually did end up dropping pairs. Now, I'd be curious to see if some of these other like Tier 0 stores will end up getting pairs, but we'll just have to wait and see until they put out the information, if it's not already out there and it drops today. Now, moving to the resale price on these. Now, I've had a lot of people ask me my thoughts and opinions on the resale price, and to know me, like, just fair warning right now, I don't know the market like that. Like, this is just my guesstimate when it comes to reselling on what I would do if I were trying to resell these or trying to purchase them to potentially resell. So, in my opinion, this is not a shoe I would want to resell. Like, if people were offering me pairs to buy, I would 100% stay away from these and just put my money somewhere else. So I did look up on StockX the resale price right now for both the white pair and the black pair, and I just looked at my size, which is a size 11.5. So starting with the white pair, and I literally looked these up like a minute or two before I started recording this video. But for the white pair, the last sale was $225, and then the lowest ask is $243. The highest bid is $230. Now keep in mind, these pairs retail for $185. So once you add taxes and shipping, it's probably pretty close to $200, probably right under $200 or right at $200. So you're already not really making that much money with what market is at on StockX right now. And I know not everybody loves StockX, but this is probably one of the few places you can actually see what market value is on the shoe right now. So that is the white pair. So like I said, as you see, it's already pretty low, and you're making like lunch money if you're selling locally. If you're selling on the apps, you're probably losing money selling on the apps. Now moving to the black pair, same thing again. I looked at just the 11.5, and last sale on those was $260, and then lowest ask is $230, and highest bid is $226. So the last sale was significantly higher than the white pair, but as you see what the prices are sitting at right now for the black pair, they're pretty similar to the white pair, and in my opinion, the white pair is the better pair. But excuse me, the black pair is selling a little bit higher right now. So do I think that actually the white pair is selling a little bit higher, but the black pair is right underneath it. Now, do I think prices will drop, or do I think prices will go up? Prices are already pretty much retail with tax plus ship on at the market right now, and the drop was today, so people don't have pairs in hand yet. The only pairs that are really probably in hand are the exclusive access pairs, which is how I did my review. And yeah, so price is going to drop once people start getting pairs in hand, because people are going to be trying to unload them to sell them if they bought them to resell, or people are going to be sending pairs back to Nike because they realize they can't resell them. So in my opinion, this is not a shoe to try and resell. This is not a shoe to hold. This really is just a collector's item, or just if you really like them, then they're good for personal. Get them for personal if you're interested. If you did not get a pair today and you were interested in personal, this price is perfect, because you're not paying that much over retail, and you could even potentially wait a little bit and see if the price will go down even more. But in my opinion, I just don't see these going crazy on the market right now, or at any time in the future, especially looking at the other off-white shoes that have these spikes on the bottom of them. They're pretty much all going for around that retail price. So people aren't the most interested in the off-whites with the spikes on the bottom of them. So that is my resale prediction on these. Like I said, I wouldn't resell these. I wouldn't try and resell these or get pairs to hold. That's just my opinion. I'm not doing it. I'm moving on to something else, and we'll put my money somewhere else. So overall, that is the video. Oh, and one last thing that I did want to talk about. People have been asking about these spikes. So from what I've been seeing in the comments, either you can cut off the spikes with like nail clippers or something like that, or if you wear the shoes, the spikes will eventually start wearing down on the bottom of the shoe. My only concern, I guess, with you wearing down spikes on the bottom, but you still have the spikes on the side of the shoe. So that is the only unfortunate part with the spikes, is the ones that are on the side of the shoe. But it sounds like on the bottom, they'll eventually wear down the more that you wear them. So that is the video. That is the drop recap over the Off-White and Air Force One mids that dropped today, both the white and black pair. Let me know if y'all are able to cop a pair anywhere, whether it was Off-White website or sneakers or Sneaker Pass in Chicago. Let me know if y'all had any luck trying to do that. Like I said earlier, go check out my review on the white pair if you have not already. It's an interesting shoe just to see it in hand and just kind of mess around with it. And then also, let me know if you're able to cop the Stage Haze ones off Exclusive Access on sneakers today. Y'all know I don't get Exclusive Access on sneakers, so I did not cop a pair. But I appreciate y'all for stopping and checking out the channel, checking out the video. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button, turn on the notification bell so you can stay today when I post new content. And as always, I appreciate y'all for stopping in, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.